Good morning, or whatever time you watch this. I am working on Santas. I was literally painting Santas, but I've scooted all that paint aside so I don't get it on anything because I wanted to show you a few products here. So I'm getting ready. I've got 2 more weeks to keep painting Santas. As you know, I've been painting them for months and months. I had a show, a few weeks ago to get ready for. I had my launch that on my website, which I do have pulled up here. It's got original paintings listed. And I will have some of my original paintings, large paintings, at my show November 2nd out at Benton County Fairgrounds out by the airport in Northwest Arkansas. That show is called the Northwest Arkansas Makers Market, and it's one of the largest shows in the area for the season. So I wanted to show you a few products that I'm going to have there. I don't think I've shown this in my stories and a few others in my stories, but I really haven't done posts of them because I don't want to wear everybody out on the Christmas. I know it's so early. But I have to get prepared since I've chosen to do a holiday collection. Then I've had to do it for months and months. So that's been difficult knowing what to post without wearing everybody out, because I know Christmas is kind of like, ugh, I don't want to see that yet. So anyway, getting ready for my show. I had a lot of requests from friends that have actually seen my paintings in person. And then at that last show, everyone's like, you need to paint a Mrs. Claus. You have not, and I hadn't done one at all. So I decided, okay, I will paint a Mrs. Claus, but with Santa. I didn't want to do her just by herself. So I created a tapestry of Santa and Mrs. Claus. How I love to paint on raw canvas, and then I put it on a dowel rod, and then I love textiles, so I love to put trim on it. And for Christmas, I could do some nice shiny gold. And then I trimmed it in this little green velvety trim. And anyway, and then I hung it with, I love vintage. So it's got vintage sheet music, Christmas sheet music in the background here. And then this is vintage cuckoo clock chain. Whenever the weights are hanging and the chain, that's what that is. And then I did spray paint that gold as well. So this will be with me at the show November 2nd. And then I've been working on paper pieces. So that's an original, of course. Excuse me. And then I've been painting all these original paper pieces. It's a way to have an original painting that is a little better price point than like a large painting. So yes, this one says, friends don't let friends buy fruitcake. So I thought that was so cute. I saw that somewhere. I don't know where I picked that up, probably Pinterest, but so these are mixed media pieces. They're kind of have a crazy background. I love mixed media, so I've been working on these. This one is just ho 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 Merry Christmas. Just kind of a classic. Santa's coming down the chimney tonight. I'm still in the process working on him. His skin tone is way too pink, so I've got to tone that down today. And then Dashing Through the Snow. So I'm going to have a lot of paper pieces. I did kind of a little plethora of styles for everyone. I'm working on another tapestry piece that's kind of more of a vintage looking Santa. My plan is to do it all in blue and gold. If I like his blue suit. If I don't, I'm going to paint it red, which is fine because you haven't even seen it yet. You won't know if you would say, oh, leave it blue. So anyway, I will have some original paintings there. I've got totes, I've got ornaments, I've got printed ornaments, plus hand-painted ornaments, big bulbs, and then a smaller little flatter bulb, Christmas cards, and mugs if you come and see me at the show. Now, if you're not local and you don't make it to the show, then on my website, like I mentioned a few minutes ago, I will have all those products listed on there. I have printed ornaments on my website, but I do not have hand painted ornaments on my website. Now, if I happen to have some left from my show, I may go ahead and list those on my website. I just now thought of that. So that if I have some left, I may do that as well. So now I want to let you know something. I want to let you know my future plans. Reason being, you know, if there's a subject matter that you like, you're not into Christmas, nope, I don't want any Christmas products, then this lets you know what I've got coming up. So every 3 months, I do a print collection release off of my originals. My originals are all on my website, but then I may do, or I will do, a print release on a certain collection for 3 months. And then I take those off, and then I release a new one. So what I've got coming up, this will end December 31st. So then the first week of January, I don't want to say the first because we're going to be traveling. I may not have it ready or get it listed then, but the first week of January, I have it's called the Sacred Story Series on my website. All my paintings are grouped in series. So I am going to release that collection in print form the first week of January. And I may even do totes on those because people seem to really like the totes. So I will probably have paper prints and totes. Now, something I'm going to add this time that I haven't done on my last 2 print collections is that Sacred Story series are large fine art paintings. I think I'm going to repaint some of those. I may not do them all. I don't remember how many are in my Sacred Story series. I think there's a few, maybe 5. I'm going to choose a few and I'm going to repaint those on paper. So they'll be much smaller. You know, people don't always have large walls to display art on. And so I'm going to, like I said, release some new recreation paintings of those, if that makes any sense. I just thought that would be a fun way for people to have another way to display and purchase the art. Okay, if that makes sense. Then next I have available, or I will release, so that will be January, February, March. So then just in time for spring, I am going to, through the winter, I'm going to work on a bird and flower series. Sometimes there'll be birds and flowers on one painting, but most of them will be separate, a bird painting and flower painting. And I will have all sorts of those as well. I will have some paper pieces, I will have some tapestry pieces, and then I'll have some canvas pieces. And then, like I said, just like my other series, I will release archival paper prints of those, and probably some totes in those as well, because flowers and birds on the totes would be awesome. So, and that will be, so that would come out then probably April 1st. So April, May, June. And then from there, I don't know what I'm going to do. Either I will have a brand new series out by then, or I'll be working on a series, or I will just release, you know, another series of paintings. So why I'm mentioning all this, I mentioned it earlier, is if you're not into Santa and there is a certain subject matter that you like, you can be watching for that in the future. So I just wanted to let you know what is going on here at Gretchen Sharpless Studio. And so remember, come and see me November 2nd if you're local. And if not, go to the link in my bio, GretchenSharplessStudio.com, and visit, and you can purchase any and all of those things. So create a beautiful life. Love you guys. Thanks for supporting my art business.